down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't feel. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The ball carrier decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 3rd and 5. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Taken down.
Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
Pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota. Six yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
25 yards. And the Vikings.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there. We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Mariota to throw it. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Hey, 51, come on. Coverage. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 83 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
I think if you poll defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Cook on the toss left. Cook with a first down and much more. And some space here. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 31-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings, nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run for it with Cook. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The tackle made.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got Evans. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he's taken down inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run it with Bell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't it? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Here's Jackson. A screen to Bell. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Throwing is Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
33,
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
And
that's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run, Cook. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Vita Vea on the stop. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now it's Valdez-Scantling on the end around. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Mariota. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Crowder now to return. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
How much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. On 2nd and 7, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but if the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Vikings 14, Buccaneers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check. Watch the shift.
Throwing again. Jackson. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. This is Bell. Romeo Okwara in on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Jackson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run it with Jones. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Tackle made.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Jackson. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 26. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now 21-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pick up there. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jared Davis, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
Sets up first down.
That pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They try again with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Kick is good.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Jackson rolling to his right. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Jackson. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Young2kgoddd's able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson, he'll let one go deep for Howard. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
17 more yards.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
TJ Logan on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there out of Cook. 49 yards on the ground.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, check 33. 33. 3. It's on field. Hey, it's on now. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Vikings, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And